Hello, and welcome back to Reverse 1999. So, today we're gonna go ahead and carry on with the event. Last time, there was a confrontation between Ren and Paper Heron. Ren has been taking her students' health and using them to boost the the tree, right? It's been a minute. Yeah, I think that's basically what happened. Anyways, let's carry on with World's Eastern Promise. Words way heavier than his own life. She's most likely gonna give the sword to the constable right now. So let's see.
The night is dry! Beware of fires! The night is dry!
Okay.
Beware of fires!
The night watch gong reverberates from the night. Only when this Cheng jumped down from the tree, stunned the alley before him intently.
This is where the strange parade was last seen.
What do you see?
Hey, you! What are you doing out here at this hour?
Ooh, it's her!
Oh yeah, okay. Cheng turns towards the source of the sound. Yang Wu and Di Liu have cornered a wounded woman.
Yang Wu, Du Liu, what's going on?
Oh, I read that completely wrong. What the hell? How did you pronounce that?
Yang Wu, Du Liu, what's going on?
Du Liu.
Yang Wu, Du Liu, what's going on?
That was not an I in that entirely. Hold on, what
Yang
the
Wu,
hell?
Du Liu, what's going on?
Du Liu. Du Liu.
Yang Wu, Du Liu, what's going on?
Du Liu. That's weird. that is definitely okay. Seeing him, the two exchange an awkward glance.
Well now,
Oh,
fate
you're actually...
always finds a way to put enemies in your path, eh?
She is definitely damaged there.
Chief, we were on patrol duty and we ran into the Taoist. She was the one with the School of May?
Cheng narrows his eyes as he spots the woman, his right hand falling instinctively on his blade.
What are you doing here?
Long story.
He ignores her response, instead of sweeping his eyes over the woman's bloodstained robes.
Chief?
Return to your patrol. I will take her to the Yamen later.
But Chief, the commander ordered us to...
Jilu gives his partner a prod with his elbow and takes over the conversation.
Let's go, Wu. I'm sure the chief has his own score to settle with her.
What did the commander order you guys
His
to
own
do?
score. Ah.
Yang Wu at least realizes what's going on and nods knowingly.
Just a few questions. Is that alright?
Of course. Take your time, Chief. We were never here.
The two cup their fists and salute and then hurry away.
Much appreciated. Seems you and I just can't seem to avoid each other.
Paper Heron leans against the wall. She coughs and a small trickle of blood escapes her lips.
Would you be willing to hear what I have to say? I need a favor. It's about the safety of this...
Oops. City, okay. The believers hold torches, gathering the square outside beside the pond.
As difficult as it is to believe, we must face
Of
the
course.
truth. Paper Heron has turned against us.
Classic cult behavior.
But wasn't she your guide to longevity? Why would she turn her back on us after all her efforts?
Yeah, you guys gotta think if that was not the opposite.
She's been kind to us, and we have paid her our respect. How did it come to this?
Her long life has hardened her heart to us. But when we succeed and join her in longevity, her status and authority will be challenged.
I can't believe this.
The moment she learned of our goal, she chose to become an obstacle. Now that she has taken the longevity sword, her position is clear.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, the teeth from that sword is instrumental to our success. Without it, we will not survive.
But the Yao below the platform grow restless. The emotions flash across their faces. Surprise, sorrow, and anger.
I knew it. At first, I thought she cared when she gave us those amulets. But when she challenged Master Ren, I realized it was all a farce.
All that talk about the right path and serving the way. As if we had the time to do any of that. We sacrificed so much for longevity. We can't fail now.
Without the sword, the quelling array will weaken. I can still subdue the beast with elixirs, but it will leave me without the strength to shield you from harm. But we still have a chance. I wounded her when she wrestled the sword from me. We must take it back before she recovers. So I bid you, go forth and find her. Secure the sword at any cost. But before you risk your lives this night, hear these words. The path before us is set. We will slay Lanzhu and draw upon its power to ascend. If you do not share our purpose, you may still leave.
The crowd erupts, heated protests and arguments drowning out all else.
My family is long gone, and I wouldn't have made it this far without Master Ren's teachings. I will stand with her and bring the sword back.
I traveled all the way from Liaodong, and I'd have died last month if not for Master Ren's help. I'll do whatever I can to return the sword.
Either we die tonight, or we live forever. I stand with Master Ren.
It seems this is the only path left for us.
Everyone else agrees.
Mayfly and Butterfly exchange a meaningful glance. Lost amid the fervent crowd, they join their growing cries, hesitant and then wholeheartedly.
Then I too will stand
no.
with Master Ren.
I stand with Master Ren.
Oh, Mayfly.
We all stand with Master Ren.
Hopes and shouts of support spread like waves of the stones in the stone. Lined ponds pouring back over themselves until the once tranquil courtyard is a cacophony of sound. Then, their master raised their hand, signaling the believers to be quiet, to quiet down.
You have my thanks. Do not let fear get the better of you. The final hour approaches. The array is ready. I shall do all that is in my power to enact our plan. With or without the sword. Meet me under the May tree at the first double hour this night. Together.
Whoops. We will seek our accession to longevity. A century-old tale can't be told in mere sentences. Chung looks at her in astonishment, fitting the scattered fragments of his investigation into a clear picture at last. What investigation?
So then, those dead animals were the Yao who failed in the pursuit of the method.
What investigation have you done, my guy? You locked down random Yao and burst down the door of some non-Yao guys you were looking for. Purple hair nods.
Lanzhu will soon awaken. If we don't stop Ren, her actions may throw the balance of life out of order and put all of Huanzhou in danger.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? If you guys played Heavy Rain, you play as various characters, right? You play as a father of the missing kid, and you play as a reporter, as well as some other characters. But those two are the most important right now. you can basically ignore the investigation as the father altogether, and basically complete the entire get all the clues as the reporter, and at a certain point you can just tell the dad everything and he just goes to the right place. This is exactly what this is reminding me of. The guy had no information, but Paper Heron just gave it all to him at this point.
We need to evacuate the townsfolk as soon as we can. Time's running out. But I'm wounded. It will be a while before I can move again. Will you aid me in this?
His mouth opens in surprise, but the words don't come. After a moment of deliberation, he makes his decision.
This is no small favor. It'll take the effort of every soldier and constable in town to evacuate the people in time. Even if I believe you, my superiors won't be so easily convinced.
That is true.
Then, how about this?
He's gonna give him the sword, yeah. She bows her head and draws a longevity sword from within her robes, channeling the thread of ki onto it. Like, very pretty. The white blade emanates a cold, bright light. Seems almost alive for a moment.
Long ago, when His Eminence walked the land, 2 white horsetails were bestowed upon him as a reward for his service to the Way. Those tails were forged into a pair of jade swords. I carry only one of them, a rare Taoist implement, passed down to me by my master, from his master before him. It means more to me than my life. I swear on it. I have told you nothing but the truth. Were you to present this sword to your people, might they?
It'll do.
It'll do indeed. Alright, let's he fixes his sharp gaze over the Mei patterns in the Bangwa array. Pop.
The High Lords of this town have close ties with the School of Mei. They will recognize this sword.
Then take it. Look after it well.
She sheaves the sword and offers it to him. She receives it with both hands, feeling the blade to his weight.
You're leaving the sword to me? Just like that?
She lowers her eyes, managing a weak smile.
This sword means more to me than my life, yes. But I once valued it so greatly that I lost sight of what is truly important. In the end, and what purpose does a sword have if it is not used to protect?
In the end, it's only a sword, right?
Well said. You have my word. I will protect it with my life. Should anything go wrong, I will bring my head to you.
Okay. In the deep darkness of the night, Paper Heron cannot see the young man's face, but his resolute tone paints a picture of the light could not. She shifts herself just enough to reach his shoulders.
Now what would I do with a young man's head, eh? Worry not. I'm a tea reader. I can trace the sword wherever it goes. Now go. Run won't give up the sword easily, so be careful. I'll find you once I'm back on my feet.
Distant screams and wails drift through the air. Across the county, fires burst and flickers against the night sky. Yao's shadow slides across the wall. Any doubt when the Paper Heron speaks, the truth vanishes from him.
What if...
Just go.
Yeah, go, my guy. Zhang grits his teeth, takes the longevity sword to his side, and leaps into the high wall.
Chung, I owe you for this. For setting aside grudges and helping me. I know the School of Mei burned down your home. If we survive this, I'll help you build a new one.
The School of Mei?
Yeah, who else do you think it was? At these words, the young man atop the wall turns around, his usual stern face broken into a rare wide-eyed smile.
To tell you the truth, I set that fire myself.
Oh, why?
Wait, what?
Her eyes widen in surprise, but the tiles stand empty before she can respond. Before her, Yao surges from the shadow in their true forms, eyes gleaming green beneath the moon.
Well now, never judge a book by its cover, eh?
Why did you burn your house down?
Karen! Return the sword at once!
And if I refuse? Come, let me see how Ren trains her students.
Well, alright, let's go. Kill them in a moment, in an
Battles can be
instant, I
just
suppose.
as informative as codes. You just have to know how to read them.
Alright.
Follow your ears.
Enemy react.
The voice from above.
I'll handle the tech support.
Right. Let's see.
Barrage.
Yep, just as I expected. See ya, man.
It was an honor performing with you all. Farewell.
Now, why would he burn his own house? That's, okay. The young man is silent. The bell beneath the roof's beastly guardians have not moved. Chang crosses over the gate. In a few strides, he reaches the still lit study and extends his hand towards the door.
Commander Lee.
Oh, it's her. An unfamiliar voice stops him in place.
There's someone else inside.
Yeah, I figured they were working together. After a moment of consideration, he crouches and places his ears up to the door.
It truly was a masterstroke.
Yeah, of course they're working together. I still think what he said about what Lee said about requiring evidence, it still holds true. But it was obvious there he was working with May.
Had it not been for your arrest, the Yao wouldn't have turned to me so quickly, or in such numbers.
As the otter drives fish into the lakes, and the eagle leads birds into the woods. The hunter must know where his prey will run.
Okay, so the arrests were under his orders. That's okay.
You have honored your word. I will keep your efforts in mind when I next speak to your superiors. I have one more favor to ask.
The conversation grows indistinct as fury clouds Chang's focus. Clarity returns, but only after he finds himself standing resolute behind a door that has been kicked wide open. Oh, he's gonna attack them? Okay. Let's see how well that works out. "18. Pain and gain. Tearing free from his shackles, he soars. The door swings back towards him as he instinctively pushes it aside. Ink droplets fly across his face. He sidesteps, revealing the longevity sword strapped to his back.
You do indeed work wonders, Commander. My lost sword has shown up at your door before I even asked for it.
The elegant woman in Taoist robes withdraws her brush mockingly, looking over to the commander. He offers no response. Instead, his eyes linger on the blade Chang now holds, half drawn.
He Guang, take a seat.
He gestures towards his chair in the room. Chang doesn't budge, his hand trembling over the grip of the sword.
Pardon the intrusion, Master Ren. This is Cheng, the subordinate I've mentioned, a promising young man. He has proven to be of great use.
Cheng makes it clear he will not offer a greeting. Lee decides not to insist before introducing him to the woman, as if his arrival has been nothing more than a social visit.
He Guang, this is Master Ren, the head of the School of Mei and a respected friend of Lord Lu. I have told her of your hardships, and she has expressed her sympathies.
Well met, Chief Constable Chung. Your commander speaks highly of you. I hope you do not bear me any ill will. I understand some blame my school for your unfortunate fire. You have suffered a great deal of troubles. I can only imagine how far your star would rise if it weren't for your unfortunate parentage. If fate has led us to meet this day, it must have its reasons. I cannot do much, but I may offer some aid to your career.
She removes the token from her waist and tosses it before the young constable.
A personal gift from the venerable Lord Lu. His influence carries quite far. I'm sure you know. I wonder how he might look upon the constable that returned my sword to me. With our recommendation, a promotion would certainly follow.
Yeah, of course. Chung maintains his grip on the blade, not sparing the token of the ground, even a courtesy of a glance.
You've been conspiring all along. All that talk of evidence. It was just an attempt to stall me. You've been in their pocket from the start.
He Guang,
His commander interjects, attempting to douse the young constable's fiery accusations.
pick up the token. Is this not what you've always wanted? To redeem your family name? Take it. Your long-cherished wish can come true.
His voice drips out at a measured pace as always. Chang stares in disbelief. The blade's shadow on the wall wavers.
Li Huifeng! Have you lost your senses? Do you hear yourself? If she takes the sword, she will bring calamity upon us all! Not only do you act as an agent of evil, allowing her to harm your people, but you even dare to profit from their suffering! You...
The Taoist woman begins to laugh, as if their exchange had only been an amusing story.
Agent of evil. Profit from their suffering. Have you looked at yourself, Chief Chung? Haven't you been arresting Yao day and night for the sake of your own glory? Are you not the very reason—
That is a perversion of the truth! I should have seen it before. The reversion bell. How else could our town have come by a Taoist relic? The parade itself was your doing!
Arrested Yao day and night for the sake of your own glory are not the very reason you sought refuge at my door.
For all of the Yao you imprisoned and interrogated, you still had no knowledge of our designs, did you? Those poor, pitiful Yao, only wanting another day to live, crushed beneath the chief's boots in his hunger for power.
Lies! They were arrested for deceiving the people, not for my benefit!
Deceiving the people? And what lie was it that drove them to beg for the method of longevity? Were they deceived, or did they only accuse me out of spite after being turned away? Some investigation.
Yeah.
As you strode through that prison, did it ever cross your mind that the truth may be the very opposite?
We only want a little more time in this world, Chief Chung. Why must you stand in our way?
Yeah, he was still arresting people.
Borrowed days! We never hurt anyone! I've done nothing wrong! Release me! Every moment is precious!
Cold sweat drips over Chang's temple. He realized with some pain that this woman speaks the truth.
You needn't trouble yourself, Chief Chung. In fact, I should thank you. Were it not for your diligence, I'd have never gathered so much qi in such a short time. Whether Huanzhou is saved or meets its ruin this night, much of the credit shall be yours.
He glances, eyes raging with fury, but the Taoist master no longer seems willing to entertain him as she drifts to Li's side.
You humans are odd indeed. Have you not spent your entire life attempting to cleanse yourself of your father's dishonor? Why shy away from your actions now, when they might finally be rewarded?
That's not why I did it! I didn't...
He Guang.
Before he realizes, Li has already retrieved the token from the floor. Chung sees it clearly for the first time. Symbol of power, inlaid with gold and silver.
Pick up the token and put down the sword. You have heard too much. You can't stay here any longer. Take the token and go. Find a new life for yourself elsewhere.
She brushes away the dust and extends the token towards Chung.
Or, have you forgotten the vow you made to me? What is your want?
My father brought shame not only upon himself, but upon those who placed their trust in him. It is said that a warrior is a warrior, and a bandit is a bandit. But I am not my father, and I will remove the stain on my family name. Commander, all I ask is one chance.
Chief Chung, I pray you would not hold my words against me. They were spoken in the heat of the moment. You are human, and we are Yao. Beings of different kinds are never of one mind. Our natures simply do not align. So your interests clash with ours. Why blame yourself for what was bound to happen?
Between truth and lies, their voices grow distant, then near, back and forth like the swimming pendulum. Though the autumn wanes outside, inside the air feels thick and stifling.
A warrior is a warrior, and a bandit is a bandit.
Yeah? What are you then?
Beings of different kinds are never of one mind. So that's how it is.
She's been backed into the corner. No escape remains.
Commander, for the last time, are you aware that Huanzhou now lingers at the edge of destruction?
Under the lamplight, his mentor expression remains unclear, but his voice holds steady and darkly calm.
Yes and no. Does it even matter?
Fair point. A fair point!
All this rage, shock, and disappointment dissolve into a single bitter laugh. Ah, damn it, don't flashbang me. In an instant, Chang's blade leaves his sheath as ink strikes towards his waist. In a flash, several oil lamps are extinguished. The token scatters into worthless scraps under the ink's force.
I should have known. For years, I worked to prove myself to you, hoping my merits would prove the strength of my character. I was so fixated on my goal that I failed to see the truth. Now, I see it clearly. Seeking favor from people like you only led me deeper into dishonor.
He shakes his head, ruefully, mourning years of wasted effort.
I never cared about promotions or power. I only ever wanted to do what was right. if I picked up that token. I will be betraying all that I believe in.
Well, at least you're a shit investigator, but at least you stick to your principles. He tears his chief's constable token out of his waist and throws it into Lee's feet. God damn, so many CGs in this part.
Commander, you claim that it doesn't matter what you know. You think that I should be a soldier and follow what you say. But I see now. I am a bandit, and I always will be. I want no place among your kind.
Okay. In the flickering lamplight, Leah's blade slashes forward before his eyes.
Your father was once my friend. After what happened, I took it upon myself to aid you through your difficulties. But it seems you're too stubborn to be helped.
Alright, let's kill you instantly then. Alright. Oh, you're here too, okay. I guess you can use a few of your stuff. Which one of yours is? Oh, you're not even here. You just have one of your options here. Alright, kill.
Targets square
Kill him,
confirmed.
shall we?
The feathers will answer.
Of course.
Decode complete.
Right, this should do it.
Enemy piece overloaded.
There we go.
Another perfect combination of reason and passion.
Again, at least Ulrich did something. The two men meet in the furious clash of blades and incantations, reducing the room around them into shambles. But at the height of their deadlock, Master Ren intervenes, suddenly striking Chang's with her palm, forcing him back several steps.
You hopeless fool! Surrender the sword at once!
I gave my word to protect it. I've made many mistakes. I will not make another. If you want the sword, you'll have to kill me first!
The Taoist flickers her sleeve dramatically as her shadow on the wall transforms into a serpent shedding its skin. Of course she's a snake. Her gentle facade shatters, falling with a cascade of ash. Oh, what the hell? Oh, you are creepy. You are definitely a snake. I'm actually gonna screenshot this. That it is. Master Ren draws her iron brush and closes the distance in her stride.
Can't hold out much longer.
Phased in her assault, she nearly misses a slip of red paper drifting past him.
Eyes forward! There's no escape now.
There is. Ooh, it's gutsy.
Cut! Take the sword!
My thanks. I hope I'm not too late.
Yep, that was an abrupt cut there. To be continued. The soundtrack cut there way too early. Alright, what else is here? Oh, that's, what the hell is that? Year, EQ, epicenter, magnitude, earthquake epicenters. Oh, I'm guessing these are all the beasts, right? Huh. Wait, 1572? What was the era name of that year? I vaguely remember there being funerals and celebrations. It's the first time I cleared a key blockage on my own. Who hasn't had heart broken? My heart is cold, and so's the autumn wind against my cheeks. Cry emoji. Who the fuck are you? Okay. Part 20. Significance of the insignificant. No matter how small they are, they will fight to make a difference. So all the fighting stages are here at the end, huh? Yeah, makes sense. We had so long without any fighting. Viper Heron catches the sword midair, using its edge to deflect the ink droplets surging towards her from the side. Seeing this, Master Ren lunges forward half a step, barring the doorway.
Return the sword to me.
Not while I yet breathe.
There we go.
So be it. It will spare me from listening to another of your worthless lectures. You entrusted that sword to me long ago. Why not simply hand it over and return to your carefree wandering? Perhaps you aren't so free from desire.
No, we're fighting immediately. Okay. Alright, Lucy, you here?
The clock is set.
Very well. Let me try my hand.
It pains me how you suffer, Master. I can't bear to see it a moment longer. So, I will fulfill your wish.
Okay.
So long.
Enough words.
Alright, let's go, Viper Heron.
Enemy react targets where
Right, that should be enough to kill her.
Barrage.
There we go.
No? Puzzlinga?
Amid the flames, the blades flash. Viper Heron and Master Ren remain locked in combat. Beams blaze above them. Chung dodges a collapsing timber fall nearby, only realizing that his commander has vanished within the smoke and fled into the night. Suddenly, as the 10,000 drums were struck at once, the earth trembles and quakes. The dragon's awake.
What's going on?
Viper Heron whips around towards the patch of sky visible through the study's courtyard.
Lanzhu, the beast has awakened.
The moment has come at last. You are weak, Heron. Your chi will not be enough to contend with Lanzhu.
Well, yours?
Keep the sword if you must. I will ascend with or without it.
The triumphant laughter rings out as she leaps away over the growing fires.
She!
No time for
Don't,
that.
Chung.
We have to kill the dragon. Darkness engulfs up the sky, devouring the moonlight. The earth trembles as if it were breathing. Panicked civilians flood the streets. Violet columns of smoke rise over the other's half. Beams collapse, bricks crumble. The calamity has arrived.
Earthquake! It's an earthquake!
Yeah, and also a dragon, so
the
yeah.
The ground is splitting apart! I saw someone fall into it! Help! Get help!
My house!
This is Lanzhu's power.
Yep, very powerful.
Ren has agitated it, forcing its chi to surge, just so she can siphon it for herself. She is inviting a disaster greater than any known before.
Against the swirling trample of helpless civilians, her bright advances chanting above the panic dim around them.
What on earth is happening?
The path lies untraveled, but the end has begun! Think salvation in longevity!
Salvation? Longevity? How? Help us, Immortal One! They think Ren is here to save them.
Yeah.
Ridiculous!
Viper Heron stands amid the wreckage of a street, feeling strangely helpless despite herself. She holds the longevity sword, bows her head, and lets out a deep sigh.
This is all because of me. I brought all of this upon us. When the White Horse School collapsed, I couldn't bear to see the method of longevity disappear. I believe that sharing it with Ren would be for the benefit of all. But I forgot that with fortune comes disaster, and how easily a well-intended deed can lead to peril. The method itself is not wicked, and those who put their faith in Ren are not evil in nature. But I am the one to blame.
I entrusted the dangerous tool to the wrong person. Yeah, I kinda did. It's difficult to read her expression. You cannot help but see the hellish disaster reflecting the deep depths of her eyes.
And I must be the one to end it.
Wait for her, surveys the scene ahead of her.
You need to leave.
Leave? Where to?
Good point.
Anywhere but here. If you go now and run day and night, you may yet survive.
Why?
She looks up, surprised at the fury of Cheng's tone.
If I flee now, how am I any different from those cowardly lords? I may no longer be Chief Constable, but I still answer to my conscience.
You don't fear death?
I fear living in regret.
He clutches his fist, the fire in his eyes burns brighter than any mere reflection.
You trusted me with your sword. I cannot repay you with abandonment. Li Huifeng has fled, but I still have his token to command the other constables. I will aid you in any way I can.
But this is no ordinary crisis. I cannot guarantee your safety.
All the more reason. I'll come find you, once I instruct the other constables to evacuate the townsfolk.
Seeing the young man resolve, Pepper Heron nods.
Be careful.
They exchange a quick glance. Chung turns and leaps back into the burning ruins. Pepper Heron casts an incantation and vanishes on the spot. Okay. Okay. Sweetie, I'd like to thank everyone for their help. I'm a history graduate student currently researching the family history of the Lees of Huanzhou, a gentry family that produced many imperial scholars throughout the Ming Dynasty. The Lees originally settled in Shu County and relocated to Shun Town sometime after the 17th century. The family rule states that this was to escape a disaster in Shu County. They received a reliable advance warning to evacuate several days before it struck, sparing the family from casualties. The Lees weren't alone. The Lu, Chen, the Li families of Huazhou have records of departing Shu County around the same time, and cross-referencing their accounts, confirming the timing lines. All of them left the period surrounding the disaster. The Huanzhou Prefecture Gazette recorded an only official reassignments after the disaster. The county magistrate and the commander were both transferred elsewhere, and the fates of many officials remain unknown. Stories from Hanzhou and more specific and unsettling record. At the time, the sun and the moon hung together in the sky. They were split in two when they get to the School of May, opening a rift miles long that swallowed souls. When the governor had investigated, they couldn't find a single human alive or dead, only clothes, dead plants, and animals. Okay. I suspect the Shu County Annual may have more detailed recordings. Ming Dynasty annuals aren't easy to come by, though. Does anyone have any access? Great work. There might be an original copy in the Shu County Library. I'll check for you. Thank you. Any local officials and wealthy families evacuated? I believe there's more to the story. Yeah. Of course, the wealthy were warned in advance, probably by Ren herself. Now, no turning back. She walked into the fire and burned to ash. The May Tree. Lightning tears through the thick clouds, shaking the earth with each strike. Master Ren stands before him with a Maitri, unmoved by the clashing of earth and sky. Her student sits around her in the ring and with muted, fearful reverence. May flies among them, sitting at the front.
This May tree has ever been the root of our school. And now, it is the key to our greatest triumph. We must protect it at all costs. Now, on my command, form the array.
天地自然，晦气分散。天地自然，晦气分散。
As the believers channel their energy into the array, the ground shakes violently, and a massive sinkhole opens around them, following sand and stone. Soon after, water wells up from the pit, forming into a lake. Golden rays shoot out from the lake, projecting daylight into clouds like a rising sun.
The balance will be broken, and the sun and moon shall share the sky. So that's what the warning was about. The beast has battled with the White Horse School for a millennium, but today it will die by my hand.
But where is the beast?
Its body has long merged with the land. This very lake is its eye, the only part we may yet reach. The time has come. Let it begin.
八方为神，以气化形。
Master Ren begins an incantation and chant. A typhoon erupts around her, whipping their new lake with a frothing whirlpool. Beneath the golden shimmer, the Bangwan array appears at the lake's edge, locking it down like a cage, shoveling something, alright. Like a cage of light.
This quelling array has been the work of decades. Once it begins, there will be no escape for Lanju. Its death is certain.
You are not gonna do it, my guy.
With it, I will reach my goal, even without the sword.
Suddenly, Yam vanishes. In the smoke, a red light breaks through.
Be gone!
Mr. Red leaps in to dodge the attack, but Paper Heron's paper slips through faster, and a few pieces tear at her robe's hem.
Stop her!
Yes, Master!
Several students form a defensive line, long swords pointing out at the two.
You have to get past us first, Heron.
Stand back. I'm not here to fight you.
Yet the Yao don't move. They stare at Paper Heron expectantly.
Take this!
Silver streaks flash in, breaking the standoff. The Yao are helpless to deflect the sudden barrage of needles. Oh. Ooh, nice shot.
Master!
Though it was only a brief moment of distraction, Master Ren staggers against the immense pressure crushing down on her.
Hold the line!
Before the Yao can react, Chung drives his blade into the quelling array, seeking an opening to strike its core.
Protect the array!
Stop this now, Ren. If the array shatters, it will bring about your annihilation.
Enough talk. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Get out of my way!
Well, I guess we're fighting you, not the dragon itself, huh? I figured it would be balanced mode. Alright, we are gonna go. Maybe we'll actually get a cool fight here.
The clock is set.
I have no comment on this conflict.
Oh, all five of us are here. Yeah, alright. Let's get us buffed up.
Follow your ears.
There you go, and go.
Target square confirmed. Concentrate and visualize.
Light be praised.
The feathers will answer!
Barrage.
Jesus, even with the thing there, it still does a lot of damage.
I'm impressed. Oh, easy now.
Yep.
Enemy reaction. West. An interesting one.
Alright, let's go. Is there phase 2? There is. Aha, she is part of the tree.
May the butterflies alight upon this red-hued curtain.
I knew it.
Face me!
Yeah, they're not gonna do anything. No, now I can do damage.
What happened to her?
She's absorbed too much tea from both her students and Lanzhu. Different forms of tea conflict with each other. They're twisting her physical form.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. This.
Let me think on it.
And I guess we can buff you up a bit.
From above.
Flutter off from the tree soft wind. Come back to me.
Rise.
A cord.
Nice. Oh yeah, you're dead. That just kills you.
Run. You lack the strength to hold so much tea. If you push yourself any further, your body will collapse.
I don't think she cares.
I know what I'm doing. There's no turning back.
Yeah, she just doesn't care at this point. Phase 3. Oh, that is cool.
I'm impressed.
That was pretty cool.
No. Everyone, protect the array.
Get into formation! The array mustn't fall!
Stop this. Killing Lanzhu will not bring you longevity. It will only serve to make the calamity greater.
We must transfer our chi to Master Ren!
He's fallen! Push harder! We must cover for the loss!
This is endless!
No.
Yeah.
It was an honor performing with you all.
Mayfly. With an earth-shattering scream, Master Ren's body shrivels up like a bust to the grave. Blood-stained fragments scattering apart like May petals. The wind reveals her human form and buries the fallen believers. Paper Hair struggles to reach Mayfly.
Mayfly, you mustn't feed any more of your tea to the array. You're draining yourself away.
She reaches out desperately, trying to pull her little friend to safety. Yet Mayfly doesn't move.
I can't turn back now, Hera.
Ah, girl. Struggling, she pulls out the amulet from her pocket and lays it beside her, along with that wrinkled note.
Thank you for helping me get this far. I wanted this. I wanted to try. I have no regrets.
She slumps over, unable to even pull herself up. Yet she raises her head and looks towards Paper Heron.
Good sister, let go now. Your wish has been fulfilled.
Master Ren struggles to her feet, clinging to the array and willing to abandon her chance at ascension. The wind whips and howls around the lake. Then, as her key at last runs out, Mayfly bodies collapses. The laminated note is swept up by the typhoon and turned to shreds.
Mayfly!
Hera, watch out!
She loses focus only for a moment, but it's enough time for several blades to strike at her. Chung whirls around and blocks them with a shred of his blade. Her strength fails her. Pepper Heron suddenly feels as if the sword in her hand was as heavy as a mule. Black clouds press down in the sky. Thunder rolls. The earth tears open and slams shut. Sheets of coarse sand bellow through the air. Hanzo is lost. Cries of anguish fill the streets. Even the constables can barely collect themselves. There's no place left to run. Behind Master Ren, more Yao fall. Fox, a hare, butterfly. Paper Heron looks at the mayfly's spot. Nothing remains there but a tuft of reeds, trampled by other frantic yow. What is lost can never be recovered. Damn. Countless torn fragments swirl around, caught in the raging typhoon. They drift past her like everything in the world as always has, leaving nothing marked on her stone heart.
Why? Why come all this way in seeking to extend your life, only to give it up so easily? Why must you come to this world, only to leave it so soon?
Question that might as well be asked to all living things. She stands alone in the air, holding the longevity sword. The world around her has become a void of darkness.
I spent so long trapped inside that tree that I forgot what it felt like to be a part of the world. Joy, sorrow, and pain became like distant memories. But what is this bitterness that racks my heart now?
She lowers her head and examines the sword in her hand. Some of the keys stored inside the longevity sword flows out into the array, pulled through the air like silk drawn to a cocoon.
Come, Heron, come. You must be starved after that attention. I've saved you some taro. Best...
Cheeky little rascal. I hope no one finds out you were my student on your travels.
You saved my life. I swear I will repay you. I'll do whatever it takes.
So, how is it? Amazing, right? I told you it's delicious.
Ah, man.
I wanted this. I wanted to try. I have no regrets.
Over here, Heron! Under the May tree!
Remember, Paper Heron. In the end, we need only answer to our conscience.
The scenes she's replaying countless times over 100 years now vanish from her in a single moment. Paper Heron tilts her head back, and a single tear shatters against the sheath.
I understand now.
What you understand?
It wasn't my isolation that numbed my senses.
Ah.
It was regret. For 100 years, it was the only thing I knew.
She draws her longevity sword from its sheath, her hand slow and deliberate, revealing the white jade blade.
The beast's rage has grown beyond control. Whether Ren ascends or not, Huanzhou will fall to ruin. Unless...
all things return to their beings.
Master, now I understand why I survived. I have an unfinished purpose, and now I will realize it.
She grips the longevity sword with both hands. A crack forms across the blade.
Only one who witnessed the first seal as it was forged long ago can see this done.
Far beneath her, Master Ren takes notice of the change in her former teacher.
Heron, what do you think you're doing? If you shatter the sword, those Yao will have died for nothing, and the White Horse School will be gone forever.
Yet the howling of wind drowns out her cry.
If the sword breaks, the method of longevity will die with it. And the legacy of the White Horse School will be forever lost.
Heron, you'll never forgive yourself for this. Shatter the sword, and everything here will be sealed for another 100 years or more. Your new friends included.
Do it, if you believe it is necessary. Do not hold back.
You're mad! How could you be willing to seal yourself into that tree again?
For years, I have dwelled on the day my master shattered the first sword, trying to understand his thoughts, his fears, his hopes. My mind is set. Even if I must give up my senses and become like stone again, like him once again, I will shatter the sword. And like him once again, I will feel no regret. See you in 100 years.
You. And that's... now we're gonna go into the present, I'm guessing. We'd read. Goodbye, friend. Oh yeah, I'll be back.
See you in 100 years.
That familiar voice from 100 years ago fades into the wind. Before the May tree, a figure materializes. The image grows more solid and vivid, exactly as Reed saw in the memories.
Heron!
Her form solidifies. Reed can't suppress a gasp.
I get it now. Those wind knots were frozen by the power of the longevity sword. That's why the Windweave's been experiencing so much interference. And Heron, she's been trapped here for all these years?
Then how the hell is she contacting you via the internet? Is it the mule? The mule trots out happily, eager to bring its friend Old and new together at last. Seeing Reed frozen in place, it gently tugs at her, making a blade of grass on her head into her mouth.
Stop that. She's not a snack.
She laughs. The old mule reluctantly trots aside and lingers behind the May tree.
It is good to finally see you in person. Read it? I sincerely apologize for the trouble. There was little I could do from within the seal. You look well, though.
Hey, apparently people can, with arcane skills, can just talk on the internet without any internet connection or computer, for that matter.
When you said you'd find me, I didn't think you meant like this. It was you, wasn't it? The wind, the paper notes, you used them to guide me here, didn't you?
I did. I believe you've seen this little tea trick a few times by now. Within the seal, I was unable to communicate with the outside world, until those curious strings were put up.
She raises her fingers and points to the old May tree and then at the telephone pole standing next to its canopy.
An odd tea runs through them, one I found I could control. That's how I got on the forum.
Oh, okay, so I guess the internet runs on key now. Reed listens, making mental notes on her questions, but also arrives at the realization.
Strings? You mean the cables? You're telling me you can connect to the internet through chi?
It is a remarkable technology, though at times the tea would disappear. When that happened, I could no longer reach you.
Well, as much as I'd like to dive into it, I really would. Let's save it for another time. Kinda on a deadline here.
She stops and stares at Paper Heron.
I did what you asked, Heron. I untied all the knots. Now it's time for you to hold up your end of the deal. Only, you said that the method would die along with the sword. So, you never really planned on passing it on to me, huh? Or, by teach me, did you mean showing me your story in the wind knots?
I mean, the method of longevity could be attained without the sword, right? She studies Reed, her smile and tone, just as Reed remembers, light and warm.
You are so very much like her.
Her?
Mayfly. She too was a reed. Sprouting in spring, withering by winter. And just like her, you move with haste in every single moment.
A name that both know lingers in the air, stirring up emotions and melancholy.
Mayfly.
That's why I reached out when I saw your post. Fate really seems determined to bring your kind to me. There's one last knot. I want you to be the one to undo it.
Another one? But didn't I already...
The story has yet to come to an end. The method of longevity didn't truly die with the sword. When I shattered it, I truly didn't expect I'd ever wake again. I thought the method of longevity would die with me. And even less that I'd be awakened by this new tea.
With a sigh, she rushes the old maid. She is closing a door behind her.
The sword may be gone, but it was nothing more than a vessel.
Yeah.
Now that I've returned, the method of longevity lives on. And I shall pass it on to you, as thanks for your help.
Her heartbeat quickens in her chest. She has a heart? That's weird.
Don't be afraid. It sounds complicated, but it only takes a moment to grasp. You've returned me to life. Please, allow me to extend yours.
She smiles and extends her hand and then nods to Reed.
Now, give me your hand.
The answer she has pursued across lifetimes finally within reach. Yet, now that it's here, Reed feels an inexplicable panic.
Are you for real? Like, really real?
Having second thoughts?
Reed touches her own hair with anxiety. More blades of grass, each one growing yellower with each passing day, fall to the ground.
I would never wish to pressure you. An offer like this could take time to process. Perhaps you feel differently about longevity now, after seeing what happened to Mayfly.
Paper Heron withdraws her hand and waits for Reed's answers.
Do you still wish for more time in this world, little Reed?
She reflects on the question for a long while. A moment later, she raises her hand slowly and firmly.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I know my time's short, but I still have a life to live, just like anyone else. And I have the right to live as long as I can. Even if it's hard, even if it's impossible, I can't stop just because I'm scared. I want to live, to see more, write more, experience more. I'll do anything to have one more day, one more hour, even one more minute to live.
She steps forward and with growing certainty.
I know that the me who sprouts next spring will be me in some way, but she'll never be me.
Yeah.
My goals, my experiences, my thoughts, my work, they'll be lost forever. And even if that reed continues to sprout across 1,000 lives, it will never be me again. So, I'll keep looking, till my last leaves have withered away. At least then, I can go without any regrets.
Paper Heron begins with surprise, but soon her face adopts a familiar smile, serene and wistful.
Well said. Many have held back for fear of the risks. It's rare to see someone with such remarkable courage. I am glad to have at last found the right person.
She extends her hand a second time, offering Reed a sincere invitation.
Then repeat after me.
天地无极，任我裁量。
Reed reaches out for the ending and the answer she has yearned for. Her fingers meet the rough bark.
天地无极，任我裁量。
Frozen wind cascades from her fingertips, then begins to flow. Suddenly, the illusion before her eyes shatters. Another unexpected figure emerges from within, laughing. Of course, she survived. Yeah, figures.
Finally, after all this time.
The figure beneath the May tree brushes against the ash from her shoulders. Reed steps back in shock. The name falters on her tongue as if she's unable to believe it herself.
You're Ren?
Indeed. Now, come and pay respect to your master.
So, it was you who sent those messages on the forum, not Heron.
She was disguised as Heron.
And I've just...
You freed her. Reed staggers, the dip of her mistake striking her as she forces a heavy blow. Master Ren's smile grows mad and over-wide, unconcerned by her fear.
There's no need to be afraid. I may have used Paper Heron's name to bring you here, but I did not lie about the method of longevity. I will guide you to it, if you wish.
She reaches for Reed's forehead, but her hand meets nothing but air.
You did all this to bring me here, just to make me your student. Why? What are you trying to do?
Her question is met with a mocking laugh.
I had hoped you were wise enough to not mistake my kindness for malice. All this fuss over a borrowed name, and yet you overlook the truth. I am your only hope to attain longevity. Everything has a price. If longevity is what you desire, you must take the risk and pay it. I came so close back then. Lanju would have been long dead if Heron hadn't stood in my way. I never thought she would be mad enough to shatter her school's legacy just to seal me away.
Yeah, but she was. Sucks to be you. The rising wind nearly swallows up her words.
So much time has passed. None who remember those days now live. Only you.
But now, even the howl of wind lost beneath the roar crackling the earth.
All those lives wasted because of her!
You're not gonna...
Ignoring Reed's shock, Master Ren flicks her sleeve sharply, and a patch of ground near a raise the May tree's root sinks. Water spurges in the cracks between rock and soil, carrying panicked fish across with it.
If those cables hadn't been built, I wouldn't have awoken so soon. For that, I am grateful. I should thank you too, for untying those knots and freeing me from the seal. You see, unlike Master Heron, I ensure those who aid me are properly repaid. Come here.
Oh no. She yanks Reed close, key gathers in her right hand as she aims the newly formed lake. Leaves fall like rain from the trees as the earth buckles, ripples bounce across the water, and the water continues to rise.
Today the beast will fall, and I will ascend triumphant.
The lake overflows, soaking the parched yellow grass around it. The chaos of the scene matches the mounting panic surging through Reed's body. Forgetting everything else, she grabs Master Ren's arm.
Stop! You can't do this! Jen!
She stumbles, almost falling into the lake. Just as the visions showed, Lanju's eyes were once a lake at this very spot. Now, after centuries of slumbering, it awakens.
I can't let her!
The wind cries.
Destroy the city!
A gale rushes towards the center of the lake. Signs and awnings, bikes and roofs, shingles? Everything the wind touches is pulled up in the rush.
I have to do something!
But she can't reach her. It's too late now.
No need to worry.
Huh?
Ah, there she is. Somewhere in the groaning of the winds, she catches a faint, familiar voice.
Every creature, whether beast or man, wishes for more time in this world. But know this, those at their peak will decline, and those that have fallen will rise. For it is the way to take from those in excess and give to those who lack. When Manchu sleeps, the world around it thrives. When it awakens, the world falls into ruin. All the workings of heaven remain constant. There is no need to stop her.
Reed doesn't answer. She forces herself forward, the grass blades on her head bending flat against the fierce wind. She strains with all her might, but Master Ren has already raised her hand, ready to strike.
It's too late. The beast ends today. And your mission with it.
Lanfu has awakened.
The beast is weak, but my chi, it flows out from me. What have you done, Karen? I will never.
A moth.
八景冥合，气入玄玄，三光无名，皆失其路。
So she wasn't a snake, she was a moth. That's weird. I didn't expect a moth. Alright. On we go. A long time no see. Even after all I've seen, I will stop at the riverbank and watch the swing of the little reed. The rising mist blurs everyone's vision, including that of a terrified, fleeting crater. A hand reaches out and lifts it up with ease, saving it from falling into the growing cracks. She remembers when they first met. She was just as miserable then as she is now. A burning ozone smell hangs in the air. Paper Heron sits beneath the May tree and looks up. The lightning is gone. She sighs in relief, then glances towards her feet. Black Fuzzball, weakened from multiple lightning strikes. Paper Heron looks down at it, pity welling up in her from the creature, despite everything.
Psst, psst. Come here, little one. Come. My master always said we should remember the good done to us, and find ways to repay it. You drew that lightning to the May tree, and freed me from my seal. Though it was an accident, I have reaped its benefits. And for that, I must give you my thanks. I have nothing of value save the method. Here. Now, be on your way.
She releases the struggling critter, and it runs swiftly into the distant grass before vanishing from sight. Paper Heron raises her head, and the figure is walking towards her through the mist. The editor studies the new woman with a familiar face, cautious to not make the same mistake.
Paper Heron, is that you? Is it really you?
The old mule, inexplicably safe, despite all the calamity, trots over and whines affectionately. Paper Heron pats its head and smiles at Reed.
Yes, read it. It's the real me this time.
I still can't get over Read It as her username. And now we're in a restaurant. That's gonna be a hell of a shock, I guess. The restaurant by the lake has only just opened by the day, but it's already packed with customers. Visitors are willing to pay extra to see this new lake that appeared overnight.
What did I tell you? This place is blessed. So many bright talents. See those reporters? We're gonna be on TV.
So much for peace and quiet.
Beth.
I don't get it. What's so special about an old tree and a lake anyway?
Look on the bright side. Uncle Lee's been thinking about getting into the food business lately. With all these visitors, I bet he'll be moving into a big new house in no time. Isn't that right, Lee?
Sure is. When I've got the place settled, I'll have all of you over for a night of mahjong.
We'll be there.
Mahjong.
And we won't go easy on you at the table.
Do your worst.
Guests at the corner tables take turns stealing conspicuous glances at their direction. The waiter hurries over and sets down a plate of Fuliji roast chicken.
Thank you.
You on a visit? You don't look like you're from around here. We've been getting a lot of visitors lately. Just a heads up. Watch out for the tourist traps, eh? Some of the souvenirs in the gift shop are pure rubbish. Ah, just look at that sword. Exactly what I mean. What a shame. Better off spending your money on local cuisine, I'd say.
Yeah, that sword's actually real, I'm gonna guess.
Appreciated.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just tried the duck and
Oh,
snail
the sword
stew.
is broken.
Maybe Balchung's fish next.
I'm guessing this is right too. Yeah, it's a lot more modern. I can see the jacket is a lot 1990s. Yeah. The waiter turns away. Paper Heron taps the sword gently, but any sound doesn't rise above the chatter of the restaurant. She lets her hand linger over the fractured blade, then picks up their conversation.
So, what did you want to tell me, Reedy?
Reedy.
It's not a big deal, really. I just wanted to say it in person. I'm sorry, Heron.
Sorry? The words pour out bitter and regretful.
I shouldn't have fallen for Rin's trick. I knew something was off about her, but I guess I got greedy. If you hadn't come to my rescue in time,
There. It's over now. We needn't worry about what's in the past.
She picks up the sword playfully, weights it in her hand, and settles it down.
Long ago, tea flowed strong in the world, surging and rolling like ocean waves. But now it is quieted. It no longer has the force to shake the plains or topple mountains, and the spells drawn from its power have lost much of their might.
Yeah.
Lanzhu's power is much the same. That's why things didn't go Ren's way, even though she awakened the beast. When Lanzhu was strong, Ren could draw out its qi to strengthen herself.
She got it now, huh?
But the flow of its qi changed course. It draws in qi rather than letting it flow out. A necessary balance. This is the way. Lanzhu is unlikely to cause any disasters for a long time to come. You needn't worry.
Well, that's good to know. She leans forward and offers a hand of comfort to Reed.
Thanks to you, everything's finally settled. Though, I can't help but take a little of the credit. I did do my best to guide you here.
So it was you?
Hold on. So, then you really were the one who guided me here. You wanted me to set Rin free from the seal?
Pippa Heron lets her question hang in the air, offering only a knowing smile at first. Then she speaks, her answer delicately prudent and insightful.
When I saw your post on the forum, I knew that you were a Yao, but I couldn't be sure of what you'd do until you showed up in person. Just like Mayfly, I knew you would take any risk to find the method, and I realized Ren would seize on your desire and exploit it.
Yeah?
You wouldn't be put off by what you saw in the wind knots. I knew you'd see it through to the end.
Okay.
So when Ren took my name to approach you on the forum, I didn't stop her. Just like I didn't stop her from releasing Lanzhu.
Okay.
She would only be returning qi to its rightful place, not disturbing it.
Her voice drops. After a brief pause, she continues.
One gains, and the other loses. In the end, what's lost returns to where it is needed, and thus, balance is maintained. Were it not for your resolve, none of this would have come to pass. And because all who took part in this, you, Ren, me, stood by each of our choices to the end, what started hundreds of years ago could at last come to its rightful end. So you see, there's no need to apologize. All unfolded as fate intended.
I see.
Reed lets out a long breath. Her grass blades wilt on her head.
I haven't found longevity, but at least I found a story worth telling. That's good enough for me.
She can't hide the sting of regret in her voice, but she buried it as best she can. Get Pepper Heron really seizes on it.
There's a little more to it, actually. In the spring after Mayfly's death, a green shoot grew from the place where she last stood. When winter came, it withered. But in each following spring, a sprout grew anew.
Yeah.
You mean I'm...
Yeah, that's pretty much what I guessed.
In a way, Mayfly's wish has been fulfilled.
Yeah, she is, like, Mayfly's descendant in a way.
Yeah. I like this little epilogue.
Reed smiles as she closes her notebook.
I'm planning to write a couple more stories before winter comes. I hope the Reed that sprouts next year likes them too.
She frowns playfully.
I must say, you're quite inquisitive for a Reed. You'd likely make an excellent Taoist. Were you born in my time, many would have wanted you as their student. How about I...
Thanks for the offer, but I've always wanted to be a commissioning editor. I think I've had enough of Taoism for one lifetime.
Okay. They both laugh for a long while. Reed composes herself first. She thinks for a moment, then extends an invitation.
But how about we take a walk around the May Tree again?
Two figures approach the May Tree. One crouches low, the other stands nearby. Pepper Heron looks at the tree full of red blossoms and pats the bark as if greeting an old friend.
This old thing will soon bloom more beautifully than ever.
The editor examines the stone brick arranged around the tree, apparently recovering from some old houses that collapsed years ago. Half-buried stone catches her attention.
This is...
Oh no, it's the tree, it's the block of stone that had Reed on it. She bends low and brushes away the layers of dirt covering its face.
Come on, Reedy. We'll still have some time if we take a shortcut to the streets.
Oh, sure.
Ah, the stone was still there, huh? The editor runs a few steps and keep up with her companion.
I gotta report back to the office soon. Tomorrow, or at least by the day after. What about you? What are you gonna do?
Good point. Pepper Heron tilts her head, gesturing towards a tall building in the distance.
I'll keep traveling. I seem to have missed a great deal over these last centuries.
Yep, hopefully you don't get taken over by the storm.
And, you know, my taste seems to have restored a little. Perhaps I'll search for a place with good food and stay there for a half-month.
I'd love to join you. If I still have time, that is. You'll still be on the forum, right? The same account?
Of course. And there's a friend I'd like you to meet.
What friend? Oh, hey, Cat. The lake lies quiet and the wind laps gently over it. Now a place where small creatures can gather and rest beneath the shade. Pepper Heron scoops the fur ball and soaks its sleek coat.
Hey, little one. Are you from around here? How about some fish for supper?
Seeing the cat lounge contentedly beside them, Reed rests her hand on its back as well. She remembers her last question.
A friend, huh? Someone else you met on the forum? Who are they? Any idea what kind of food they like? There's a couple restaurants around here that look good.
You needn't worry. He'll be grateful to eat anything. And in fact, you already know him.
What, he came along as well?
Last time the seal took away my sense of taste. But his, at least, seems fine. He will have awakened by now. We can discuss it on the forum later. I have to say, the internet is quite amazing, connecting people from all corners of the globe.
It is kind of good that way.
It sure is.
And it will soon be to be taken by the storm. The editor's gaze at the silver line where the lake meets the sky. She raised her arms, stretching her tense body.
So I got all worked up for nothing. But I guess I shouldn't complain. There's no cataclysm, no raging beast, just a tree, a lake, and a gentle breeze over a quiet little path.
Indeed.
She watches the fish as they bob up from the lake, surfacing one moment, diving deep the next. One jumps up and vanishes away from them the moment it hits the water.
It was all but a splash in the pond.
What time is it? Oh, Changha. What time is it? Okay. Yeah, obviously it was him. The end. Okay. Alright, let's just see what this thing is. Oh, that's a long one. Let's just wait for everything to just finish up typing. Shang is here as well. Okay, so hard work pays off. After Shed's supernatural experience, that matron in the Central Park is so genuinely haunted. I've been working night shift as a security guard at Central Park, the one with the enormous matron right next to the immortal residence. One night I woke up from my nap and spotted a mule staring at me outside the security room. I had a copper coin and a red paper hanging from its body, not the kind of thing you see nowadays. Creepy. I froze. I eventually wandered off. Honestly, it shook me up, but it was just a mule, so I pushed through to keep the job. Then one day, every bud on the May tree dropped. That same night, when I was on patrol, I spotted a woman in red floating beside the tree from across the park. She was humming a little tune and drifted right past me. I ran off. Told my supervisor the next day he didn't believe a word out of it, even accused me of slacking off. After that, Strish showed up the May tree bloomed again. Last night I ran into something under the tree once more. This time it was a long-haired man. I heard him murmuring something about sleeping too long and asking what time it was. It scared me half to death. Fantastic Fox. I always thought that May tree looked like the core of an array, something sealing away a powerful evil. The blossoms falling means the ray has broken. The tree blooming again means the evil energy is surging. The further from the core, the weaker the seal, which is why the mule appears at the other edge of the park. Does anyone know anything about those evil spirits? I doubt they'd be easy to deal with. Oh no, is something terrible about to happen in Chao country? Breaking news! Officials have sealed off the Central Park. They said it's investigating arcane matters. I knew it. Something was really there. And then Chang just shows up with his nonsense. And Heron just shows up. The blockage key between heaven and earth has been cleared. The last longevity sword, the keys have been channeled into the May tree. Everything has come full circle. May the old tree flourish for another 1,000 years. Alright. I will say, compared to the other Chinese events, I will say this one is definitely better than Tales on Shuari. Tales of or on Shuari. It was one of the two. Definitely better than that one, but I do think the Trouble in Chinatown, Showdown in Chinatown is better of all of these. I do think they spent so little time on Cheng. They could have at least given one node or two investigating and extra gathering evidence, so he wouldn't just be around doing absolutely nothing. He didn't even get to use the sword in the end. He just got, he just showed up, got betrayed, and he didn't do much of anything, honestly. Kind of a shame. He has a bit of a cool design, so it was a bit of a shame. He basically did nothing. They spent a lot of time just setting up Heron, and that's pretty much it. Huh. Yeah, Reed didn't get much to do anything as well. Basically, it was just all Heron, which makes sense. She's a limited character, right? But still. Well, it was good, and it was good enough. I like the amount of CGs they used in the animations. They've definitely been doing a lot of those, so that's pretty good. Other than that, I don't think there's much else to say, so let's just get out here so we don't have to hear the music all that much. And what else can we do? Let's just see what, just the usual stuff, huh? Just grab onto this, and this. And let's go ahead and go to a few summons while not at this. Might as well. I think we have enough for like 2 or something. Hey, Alien T.
Hi, I'm here.
Yeah, we have enough for 2. Yep. Anyway.
Have you heard
Alright, that's gonna be it for now. Yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Next time we're gonna go ahead and do the character story for Paper Heron, and yeah, I don't know who I thought it's gonna be, so yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Alright, that's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time for more Reverse 1999. Ciao.